I'm 15 and have been stealing from my parents, starting with small items they left around. They didn't even notice whether this trifle was there or not. I collected all the trifle around the apartment like a seasoned metal detector. But then I suddenly noticed a few hundred casually sticking out of my father's coat pocket. I frequently witnessed him crumpling hundreds and half rubles, how the money would fall out of him forgotten. I thought that probably it won't be so significant to lose 1 or 200. I took it and was really worried that I had overstepped. I didn't sleep all night, but in the morning no one noticed anything. After that, I got into the habit of picking my parents' pockets in the mornings. I was essentially taking some sort of commission from the cash in my parents' pockets. About 10 to 20% went to me. But something terrible happened recently. My father bought me a new smartphone for 40,000 rubles. Getting a new smartphone for 40,000 rubles was good, but the scary part came afterwards. Dad said, "Son, this smartphone costs 40,000 rubles. It has a special anti-scratch coating, so I didn't buy a case. Use it without a case. There should be no scratches on it, but use it carefully. I know you, and I understand that you can break even a metal ball, so if there's even one scratch on it, you'll be using a button phone until the end of school." In fact, I was very happy and thought that I would keep it like an egg. But unfortunately, as soon as I pulled it out of my pocket, I realized that there was a scratch on it. It scratches very easily. I just put it on the table, and there was some small breadcrumb under it, and it scratched it. I realized that I urgently need to put this phone in a case. And the case needs to be expensive, with a special velvet lining inside so that the dust that gets under the case does not scratch the body. Such a case costs at least 1,000, and I couldn't ask my parents for 1,000 for a phone case because my father would immediately say, "Why do you need a phone case? It doesn't scratch, or have you already scratched it, loser?" I ran in horror to rummage through all the pockets of all the jackets in the apartment, but there wasn't even a trifle, and I had to take the most desperate step. I remembered that my parents have a special secret place deep in the closet where only large bills are kept. When my parents left, I crawled in there, and it turned out that there were only 5,000 bills. I didn't even suspect what would happen next. I took this 5,000 bill and ran to the nearest accessory store. While running, my father called, "Where are you, damn it?" "Well, get home quickly. There's a very serious conversation waiting for you." I thought I definitely need to buy this damn case sooner. If I'm going to talk to my father, he'll immediately notice the scratches on my phone. In a hurry, I ran into the first accessory store.
And there were none of these cases there, cheaper for 1,000 rubles, but with a shabby coating.
There were only expensive ones for 3,000. And there was no time to go to other stores. I took it. It was very good and thick, made of strong plastic, which would protect the smartphone very well. I bought this case, and right in the store, in order to save the smartphone, I started to insert the smartphone into this very hard case, and it fell screen down on the floor. My hand reached for the phone, and such a sound stood in my ears. Boom, boom. Heart throb. The world froze and most likely will crumble. What I see now will probably determine my future. As it seemed to me then, I didn't know what was waiting for me. I took my smartphone, looked at the screen, and there... I picked up the device and saw that the screen was totally shattered. I sat on the floor in the middle of the World of Technology store. What will I tell my dad? He's going to kill me. Just my luck. The screen, by the way, is replaceable. Can you please replace the screen? The screen costs 20,000. I hid the smartphone deeper to ensure no one would see it, and it rang there. Why are you still not home? Where are you hanging out? Come home quickly. I have a very serious conversation for you. He apparently discovered the lost money. When I arrived home, I noticed Dad's boots were strewn about. This means that he kicked them with his foot. He is very angry. I went to the kitchen, and with each step my legs were shaking. And as soon as I reached out to the door and I didn't understand you're standing there at the door, "Well, come in, darling," I blacked out, and a second later I woke up on the bed. Mom was hovering over me, applying a wet compress.
"Lesha, how many times have I told you not to scare the child? He's already afraid to talk to you, and there goes our bomb shelter."
Actually, I'm raising a man. He should be used to hardships. Anyway, woman, go to the kitchen. I have a serious conversation with him. What did you want to tell me? Ah, you little sneak. You completely forgot that your mother has a birthday tomorrow. You should be reminding me, not the other way around. I just happen to have exactly 100,000 rubles in my drawer, just enough for a brand new iPhone. We'll get up in the morning and go buy it together. Phew, the conversation is over. Now I have a dilemma. Where can I get 5,000 rubles by morning to put back into the stash? And another 20,000 rubles to replace the screen on my phone. Soon my parents went shopping and I was left alone in the apartment again with only one thought. Where can I, a 15-year-old teenager, get 25,000 rubles? I looked at the wardrobe and the wardrobe looked at me. I'll take 20,000 rubles from the hiding place, run away, change the screen, and think about getting the remaining 5,000 on the way there. I went to the nearest phone repair shop, paid 20,000, and they promptly replaced my phone screen. I saw an ad. Mir Technologies store is hiring salespeople. Salary is 30,000 rubles. Can I get a job with you? No, dude. You're apparently not even 16 yet, right? I'm actually 18. I just look very young. Let's try it. My name is Peter Anatolievich, and I'm the founder of Mir Technologies. I'll explain the cash register and goods to see how well you understand. If all goes well, you'll begin work tomorrow. The salary is 25,000, and only after a month of work. I frowned and barely listened to what he was saying. After all, I need the money right now, not in a month. He showed me how to use the cash register, opening and closing it, and I noticed there were about 40,000 rubles in there. I didn't pay much attention to this money and had long been lost in his articles and goods when suddenly he got a call. Hello, this is World of Technology. Great, bring it to the store, you can't park here, you're 500 meters away, I'll sort everything out now. Hold on a minute, can you sit here for 15 minutes? Yes, okay, I can just tell me your name. Surname? I'll write it down as Vitaly Naumenko. And I lied, my name is Ivan Karapov. The director left and within 30 seconds I was looking at 40,000 and I had no choice to take it or not to take it. I had a choice of 25 or 40 in front of me. Mom's birthday won. I've always dreamed of giving her an expensive gift with my own money, and this was my chance. I carefully dug out the money from the cash register. As they say, they were small bills of 100 and 500. The wad of cash was so huge that I had to cram it into my pocket as it barely fit. Feeling both joy and fear, I sprinted while glancing down to ensure the cash remained in my pocket, unaware that I was about to collide with someone. I didn't get it. Kurapov, where are you going? He's the kind of person who bullies everyone at school. Yeah, get lost, jerk. I carefully felt my pockets, because when I fell, I felt that I had landed on the very pocket where my phone was. The new crane was broken again. What did you say, chicken knife? Haven't you been updated for a long time? Okay, stop, Kurapov. What is this money for?
This is not my money.
He was much stronger than me, so he took all the money. It was already very late in the evening and nothing could be fixed. I went home and lay on the bed with my eyes open for 8 hours until my father came to me.
Son, look, a huge stack of cash, 100 grand. Let's go buy Mom an iPhone while she's asleep.
Yes, it's that same bundle from the locker, and it wasn't 100,000 in it, but 95. My head hurts. Can I not go anywhere? Have you lost your mind? I need you to check.
Phone, in case they slip me a stick. I just found a store with good prices. Seems to be called World of Technology.
After saving for a year, I want to see how happy my mom will be when I give her the iPhone she's dreamed of for 5 years. I imagine how cool it will be. Son, yes, I don't understand your mumbling. You should be happy. I gave you a phone yesterday, by the way. How is it doing? Yes, Dad, everything is fine with it. The phone was broken for the second time in a row. Why don't I see how you use it? When you had the old one, you never let it out of your hands. Dad, it's just a trendy digital detox. We, the youth, spend excessive time on our phones, harming our studies and real life. Giving up phones for a few days is becoming a trend among us. I'm proud of you, son. You have the willpower. I feel I've raised a good man. We went to the salon in complete silence and the World of Technology sign was approaching me like a gallows. There was only one desire, to finish all this as soon as possible. Detum, so, detum. Sitting at home forever is good. I would even agree to be chained to the battery. If only all this would end sooner. At the store, my father gave me money and said, "Hold this, I trust you. I'll smoke while you choose the color and model." The damn swindler entered the store and that very director was standing behind the counter. "Well, hello Vitalik, what have you done? How am I supposed to hire you after this?" "Please forgive me, just don't tell anyone. I'll fix everything. Why are you so upset?" "He left, but everything ended well. The money and goods are accounted for. Thanks for leaving a note at least."
A note, but I didn't leave anything. Well, son, you chose the color, memory, money is in your hands. In general, go buy. So I didn't understand now, I will recount something again. No, everything is in order. Exactly 100,000 here. Here is your phone. It was like some kind of dream, as if nothing happened to me. Son, you look bad. Are you okay?
I got overwhelmed, having never held so much money before.
The priority is to thoroughly inspect the phone to ensure it's not a scam and that it functions correctly. I trust you in general. I'll go for a smoke. I'm stressed too. Okay, Dad, was it a dream or not?
Exactly. My phone is broken.
It was already broken. It was the same phone.
Recording.
Where? That recording I left yesterday.
You're strange, Vitaly Naumenko. I threw it over there in the urn. Check it out.
Excuse me? The shawarma did not agree with me. I need to use the restroom immediately or there will be an unfortunate mess in your store. It was not my signature, but he was painfully familiar. I saw him many times from early childhood very often.
This is the father's handwriting.
When you were giving money to that seller, did you think you were not giving 100,000? Also, when I was trying to fix this problem, I stole 40,000 rubles from the cash register in this store. And here, by the way, I didn't really expect that you were capable of such a thing, and I had to sweat to manage to throw away the money you stole. And it was all in small bills. I was still running, exchanging. How did you manage to find all this out? You were never around, I saw. Well, you broke the screen of your new phone, but the camera and the microphone are all in order.
What?
With a special app that tracks your location, you can remotely activate the camera.
And I'm thinking, what a good father I have. How lucky I am that he bought me such a phone.
Expensive one, but it turns out it didn't work on the old one. Raising a teen is challenging. You apologize, and by the way, what you do in the bathroom when you close the door, it's perfectly normal. Don't worry, everyone does it. Yes, what kind of father are you and take your stupid phone? What's wrong with you? Well, you just said that it was a good lesson, that was the right upbringing. And what about respect for personal space? And what about trust? How could I trust you when my money kept vanishing? What did you expect me to do? Yes, go ahead. Talk.
Finally, go away. Don't follow me.
Son, he slammed the door and ran away. I chased after him, but there was no one on the staircase. I ran out onto the street. He wasn't there either. He swiped his phone from me. He had no contact. Most likely he will come home to sleep. Where would he go? But then 2 hours of the night came and he was still not there. And suddenly his phone rang.
Hello.
Hello, Krepov, Ivan.
Your son ran away from home. Can I stay at your place? Yes, you've lost it. My mom will quickly kick you out and also call your parents. And besides, where will you run? You're only 15. Okay, anyway, thanks. Wait, what happened? Yes, my father bought me a new phone. Wow, that's cool, yes. He only bought it to install an app that will track my exact location to the meter. He could remotely activate the camera and mic, which is concerning. Parents monitor us, but this feels different. Don't forget, the camera can be turned on remotely whenever he wants. And what, Vadik, are you stupid? Just imagine, you wanted to be alone, locked yourself in the bathroom, turned on the water, took out your phone, and stop, don't go on. And he turned on the camera right at that time. Yes, otherwise I wouldn't be here, I won't go home.
Well, at least a couple of days definitely need to be missed to teach them a little.
Help me, please, Vanek, but what will I do? I'm 15, I don't have my own apartment. Your parents have 2 cars, right?
And they practically never drive on one of them. No, brother, just not this. I'll just sleep there. I won't even move it from its place. No. Yes, what could happen to it? Well, at most, there will be breadcrumbs on the rug. If anything happens, I'll return everything. Okay, I just ask, leave everything perfect after you, as it was good, so that God forbid the parents don't find out.
Vadik, who are you with?
What's taking so long at the door? Don't say Vitalik is here, Vitalik Naumenko? Yes, Mom. It's Vitalik Naumenko. We're finished. He needs to know?
Hooray, I have the keys.
It was an old Renault Sandero, but I didn't need the coolness. The main thing was that there was a back seat, warm and dry. I could spend the night there.
I'll spend a couple of days in the car and then I'll come home to my dad so cool and tell him that I'm moving and start demonstratively packing my things. Maybe then he will reconsider his controlling actions towards me. I'm already 15, I'm an adult. Evening came and as luck would have it, it got very cold. I couldn't be in such cold in the car, so I had to start it and turn on the heater. I fell asleep after warming up. I woke at 3 ante meridiem needing the bathroom and felt compelled to check the instrument panel. There, the fuel light indicated that the fuel was running out. I knew I couldn't last until morning. Frantically, I searched the glove compartment for some money. And all I found was some old useless phone. I thought, maybe I could sell it for 1,000 and get some gas, but to get gas, I would need to leave the parking spot. But it's okay, my dad often let me drive. Ooh, I think there's no car at night. I'll calmly get to the pawn shop, give up the phone, refuel, return to the spot, and everything will be fine. When things work out, I'll buy back this phone and give it to Vadia. 1,000 out of 10 pulls. So wait, and what is this 15-year-old teenager like you and...
Selling a phone at 3 o'clock in the night?
Where did you get this phone? Oh yes, this is Daddy's phone. He just asked me. No, boy, it won't work. I'll call the police. Please, no need to call anywhere. Take it for 5,000 and don't call anywhere. Good offer though. Alright, just so I don't see you here anymore. Okay, thank you very much. I'm leaving. Hello, police. There's a 15-year-old teenager here with a stolen phone. I saw him getting into the car through the window. That was close. I got into the car and drove to the nearest gas station and then...
Renault Sandero driver, pull over to the curb.
I'm 15 in someone else's car without my documents. I floored it. The cops sped up too. Ahead, I noticed a traffic jam building up at the traffic light. They would have definitely caught me. To the right was a park where we often walked with my father. It was a very beautiful park with lakes. I had no other choice. I turned the wheel to the right and there was a big curb. There was a hit. It seems like my wheel was heavily damaged. No matter how much I turned the wheel right, the car kept pulling left with increasing force. And to the left was a pond where we used to fish with my father when I was a child.
Stop immediately, or I will be forced to open fire.
Fire. Panicking, I slammed the gas pedal. The car veered left despite my attempts to steer right, and I plunged into the pond. The car started filling up with water very quickly, not as slowly as they show in movies where they still have air and something to breathe. The car was filled with water, there was very little left. I tried to open the door, but apparently it was jammed from the impact. I found some heavy crowbar and started hitting the window with it. But the whole impact was in the water and it slowed down the motion and there wasn't enough force to break the window.
$500,000 is enough not to imprison my son.
But you understand how difficult it will be for my superiors to explain that I couldn't catch Reno Sander who stole your son. Here's another 100,000 rubles. Everything is correct since the Reno Sander was turbocharged, which is why I couldn't catch up. All the best.
Son, why did you even go?
Why did you take this stupid machine? You're out of your mind, Dad. I was really upset with you and wanted to run away from home, but I had nowhere to live, so I wanted to live in Vadik's car. The fuel ran out at night, and I needed to refuel to keep the heater working and avoid freezing to death. Are you even aware that the Renault Sandero, which you wasted on Drom, cost 600,000? I had to give this money to Vadik's parents. In the end, this little mess cost me 1,200,000. Do you understand that I had to borrow this money, and how much did they lend you for 10 days? If I can't repay, I'll have to sell the apartment. Then, as you wanted, we'll live in the car. I can help you, Dad. I'll think of something. Yes, how can you help? You'll steal again. I was supposed to figure out how to find 2 million. It was a matter of honor. It seemed impossible for a 15-year-old teenager. The first thing I did was Google it and suddenly came across an article on how to make money quickly on YouTube. It was written there that all you need is just one video that will get 30 million views and you can just earn 1,500,000. It has to be something trashy, something very expensive, needs to be broken, smashed, blown up. But I had nothing except for a sunken Renault Sandero at the bottom of the lake. Exactly, I'll pull out the Renault Sandero, dry it and throw it off the bridge, I'll film it and get 30 million views. I remembered that Vadik has an older brother who works as a tow truck driver. He was a bit mentally slow and constantly confused right and left. He needed to be followed, but that's not a problem. We'll just pull the car from the lake, drive it to the nearest bridge and dump it there. Kurapov freaked out unnecessarily. We'll shoot a video, it'll get 30 million views, I'll make 1.5 million. Okay, then 10% of the profit is mine. Okay, we agreed. I just need an iPhone to film the car falling in slow motion. My brother Vadik has an iPhone 11, he'll definitely lend it to you. I said,
No, you crashed my dad's car. Now I'll be grounded for a whole week. If I give you my iPhone too, what am I supposed to do?
Bro, I'll return this iPhone to you tonight, and when Vitos gets 30 million, I'll buy you a new one. Alright, take it, but now what am I supposed to do for a week? Well, read, ugh! My brother Vadik and I were surprised at how quickly and easily we pulled the car from the lake bottom, loaded it onto the evacuator, and drove to the nearest bridge. I descended to the spot where the car was supposed to fall, took 5 steps to the right, set up my iPhone, turned on slow motion, and quickly climbed back up. Dim, aim for the car just to the left. Do you think I don't know where left and right are? I'll figure out what's left without you. I briefly turned around when I heard the car roar. Why did you let it go so soon? We haven't agreed yet. I'm tired of dealing with this car. I thought it's time, by the way. How is it there? I looked down. Cool, the car was straight in the mud, in general not to recognize. I think I'll head home. I'm tired after working all day. Yes, wait, you got so sharply packed up? Okay, I slid down to take a quicker look at this spectacle. The car turned into a metal pancake. It was terrifying. Rulik will certainly gather 30 million. All that's left is to do the editing. I started looking for the phone. And I realized that the car had fallen. To the right, straight to the iPhone. Here's 300,000. That's enough not to imprison my son who dropped the car from the bridge.
Alright, I didn't see or hear anything, I swear. So, son?
Well, tell me, why the hell is the car falling off the bridge again? I owe $1.7 million and have to pay it back within 5 days.
I'm already looking for a buyer for the apartment.
To pay off?
With debts, we are Kurapovs, we will cope. I can help you, enough of me. From this moment you will only sit at home. I called the city garbage disposal team. They will arrive soon. Stand all day and wait for this damn team. They should clean everything up by evening, otherwise I will be fined for polluting the city. I waited a couple of hours until the team arrived. There was just one strange guy. He said his name was Myron. He looked about 35 and seemed like a loser.
Oh, the joke. The car broke down, and you slept through at least this fall, huh?
No, I didn't sleep. An event like that still needs to be found. Listen, I have a little one on the internet.
Channel. I'll start a stream now. We'll have fun. There's never been anything like this anywhere. Do whatever you want. I don't care at all. People, look, this is a loop. He broke the machine. He wanted to take it off, and it fell on the iPhone. What sent him for the car recovery?
What, they find you 5,000 here? Imagine. Oh well, who's ready to give such money just like that? People are concerned about your unhappiness. They're asking how much the repair will cost. I actually wanted to live in this car, but in the end this is what happened. Guess it's not my fate, my father will kill me. Tell me already, what's happening there? They gave you 15,000? Yeah, well it can't be. Support your brother? Here's 15,000. There are rumors that a popular figure shared this stream. And here online,
10 to 15. I'm excited, dude. This is cool, God.
We're cutting the old lady's scene now, but I really need the money because my father took $1.7 million. To get me out of trouble, I end up making it worse. In short, dude, let's go.
Continue knitting. We're cutting according to plan now. You'll freak out 30,000 online. Imagine.
I don't want to whine. All I want is to pay off my debts, help my father. He continued the stream, and I was telling how all this happened in detail. People started to feel insanely sorry for me. Online, 40,000 people gathered and swiftly raised the 2 million for me. It felt surreal, as if we were playing a game rather than dealing with real money. He's leaving now, ending everything. We have an online record in Russia. 2 million is not enough. Let's collect more. Come on, Miran, I've had enough. I don't need extra money. I don't want to beg the whole country for charity. I just want to pay off my debts. To live as before, go to school, study, and for everything to be fine with my parents.
Wait, you didn't turn off the stream? You've been showing everything this whole time? Yes, keep whining. Look, 500,000 more.
While you complained, he looked like a madman and really frightened me.
Let's help our poor Ivan Kurapov. How's there?
How are you, Sandra Vonyuk? Thank you, dear viewers of this stream. We have collected the necessary amount. I am settling all the debts. No need to donate anything more. Stop. Myron's face changed sharply. His smile turned into a malicious grin. He turned to me and said,
You've ruined everything. They've stopped throwing at us.
Money. We could have earned so much more. Ah, you're stupid. Well, calm down. Yes, I didn't ruin anything. We earned so well. Let's share the money now and part ways. All right? I'm going to the automated teller machine to get cash. Wait here, but give me your number first. It's 8911. Myron went to the automated teller machine and I started joyfully calling my father's son. What nonsense. On what impulses? What two llamas? Did you rob someone? I was standing on the impulse. I'll be there soon. Deep evening has already come and Myron has not returned yet. I decided to call him.
You have dialed a non-existent
number. Yes, damn. Dad has just arrived here. Pap, it seems they dumped me. You crossed the line. Now we will go home. So, who is this? Hello? Your son earned 2.5 million and took them out of the country without paying taxes. Therefore, you need to appear in court urgently.
I advise you to take warm things.
Mom, let's go to the prison and hang Dad. Not in any case, son, and what to hang. He is only arrested for 15 days. Do you even know the address where he is sitting? Oh, yes, I don't remember. Well, somewhere there on Krasnoputilovskaya. Hello? I want to meet my father. Surname, name, patronymic Petr Nikolaevich Kurap. I'll check the database now. We don't have that person here. Can you check where he's sitting? I shouldn't be pushing anyone for you, but I feel sorry for you. Your father, Petr Nikolaevich Kurapov, is absolutely clean. He has never been in jail. Moreover, he doesn't even have any driving fines. The ideal man according to our database. And I understood what happened. I feel sorry for you, dude. My father also went for bread when I was 13. I didn't understand what was happening. Mom said he was arrested for 15 days for not paying taxes on the money I accidentally earned, and then they stole it from me. People nearby began behaving oddly. Mom is not telling something. Dude, Myron. Ah, you fool. I'll explain to you now. Yes, wait. I'll explain everything to you now. I started to feel a bit sorry for you and decided to tell you how things really are. Hey, police. He stole my money. Wait a minute. You think? By chance in the city cleaning brigade, which came to clean up the car that fell off the bridge, there was only one man, and completely by chance this one man turned out to be a streamer. Yes, it was strange. I didn't think, here, so I'm actually an actor. I should have played a dumb madman and make you laugh on the stream. Why did you need this? Your father paid me. He has debts. It's only you who think he has debts. Wait, but he gave bribes to the cops. Actors from my own agency. And what about Sandra, whom I took from Vadik and then lost? He gave a lot of money for her. Oh, I beg you. She was so old and worn out that your father gave 100,000 for her. Do you think it just veered to the left so that you couldn't handle it and went straight into the lake? Yes, exactly, but I still don't believe you. Where is my father now? He vacationed in the Maldives for 15 days. Well, he earned 2.5 million from our stream. What? Yes, how is that possible? My father is not like that. That's why I feel sorry for you looking at how shocked you are, brother, who went for control in your upbringing. Well, okay, in general, goodbye, I'm going to stream, thank you. And yes, by the way, with the money we earned with you on the stream, 2.5 million, among other things, he never paid the tax. I don't even know why I told you this, but if you want, you can use this information. Well, to pay back, for example, to the father. I wrote this series about a year ago, and I see that it has gained quite a lot of popularity on TikTok, and now the popularity on YouTube is also growing. And I thought maybe it's worth releasing a second season Thief. What do I need for this? For this, I need to be fully confident that this is interesting. This video should fly, well, at least 30,000. And for the video to take off, simple actions are needed from you. This is activity in the comments to write a detailed, interesting comment, to definitely like, to repost to a friend, and to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, then unsubscribe and subscribe again. And I will release a new season of The Thief.